Hi everyone, Sarah Picaro. Before you talk about the painting being crooked, I had so many comments in another video like, the OCD in me was looking at the painting, it was so crooked. It's probably just this little guy. Okay, it's probably just the camera. So maybe if you need to, you can just close your eyes and watch this video. This video today is going to be about the impact of codependency on our esteem, our self-esteem. So if you have been watching videos, perhaps you've been in a relationship with a narcissist or with a toxic and unhealthy person, and you're identifying now as a codependent. Perhaps you're reading books and you're watching codependency videos and you're Googling, why do I feel like I'm going crazy? And you are learning about this whole new world of narcissism, toxic, unhealthy relationships, and you're finally taking a look in the mirror and seeing that you're the common denominator and possibly identifying that you are codependent and wondering what to do. What to do now? Like, what do you do when you feel like you're a codependent? And what do you do when you read books like Codependent No More and you go, okay, great, yeah, okay, but I'm still codependent. Then what? Right? So we're going to talk today about the impact of codependency. Uh, all of us are codependent on some degree, right? Not a single one of us lives on a little island, complete isolation, middle of nowhere, and doesn't need anything. We even need, right? Even if you wanted to like lock yourself up in your house and just not talk to anyone and not come outside and have Amazon Prime just deliver everything to you, you're still dependent on the Amazon Prime driver to deliver all those things that you order to your door. So we all are codependent. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Where it does impact you the most is when it impacts all the other areas of your life in a negative way. So we're going to talk about those today. The biggest one that I hear from everyone I work with is their confidence, their self-esteem, their inability to trust themselves. Because if you're identifying as codependent, you may realize you have a really difficult time making decisions. It's like you got to go through your phone and you got to call everyone and be like, hey, this is what's going on. What should I do? What should I do? What do you think I should do? And you're always looking for other people to help you with things. Even though we're going to talk about that in a second, you don't really receive help, but you're willing to help other people. But you have a difficult time making decisions. You constantly question your thoughts, your decisions. Should I do this or should I do that? I don't know. Should I do that? And you just feel stuck. You feel stuck in between what you want to do and what you think you should do, and looking at and everyone else, everyone you go to has a different opinion of what you should do, and you have a really hard time making decisions, and so you just don't do anything, and you just feel like, you know what, and then you just ultimately feel stuck in every area of your life because of your inability to make decisions for yourself. And maybe you make a decision and then you question, was that the right one? Was that the wrong one? Should I have done that? Maybe I should go and do this. In the past, I've even done that with jobs. I've gone so far as to like go through the entire interview process and then get hired and then get talked into it not being the right decision. I knew it was for me, but at that time, this is a long time ago, I was in a relationship with a narcissist and let them influence every decision I made, right? That's the power of gaslighting. We're not going to really get into that into this video. I have other videos about that, but you'll find that you have a really tough time making decisions. You're always looking outside yourself. You're always calling friends or asking other people what their thoughts and opinions are. And then even when they tell you, you're like, Hmm, I don't know. Well, if you had self esteem, if you had confidence, if you had that trust in your ability to make decisions for you, regardless of what other people thought, how amazing would that be, right? You may find that you're always judging what other people think or say or do, and your thoughts are, well, that's not what I would do, right? And you're finding that you're in this constant state of like critiquing everyone else, evaluating, and just thinking, well, it's not good enough. Well, I would do it like this. And you find that you maybe feel like you're kind of snotty and you kind of feel like, ugh, but you don't like that because it's really not who you are at your core and you don't know why you're like that. But you find that maybe you're judging. If you're really being honest with yourself, you find that maybe you're judging what other people are thinking or saying or the way that they carry themselves. And you find that you just, right? And you feel a sense of superiority. You feel a sense of uh, almost like you're better than them, right? You kind of feel that you're superior than them. Well, I'm better. I wouldn't do it that way, right? And kind of, and you don't like that, and you wish that you didn't do that, but you find that you do, and you don't know why you do, and then, and it impacts your relationships. Maybe it impacts your current relationship or who you are and how you show up with your current partner, and you have a really difficult time really getting close to them because you're constantly judging what they're doing and are constantly feeling like, well, I wouldn't do it like that, it's not good enough, right? Yet you're valuing other people's approval over your own. And you're, so it's this crazy vicious cycle, and you just feel so twisted and so stuck in your head, and you're like, I do this and I don't like that I do it. And perhaps you're really, really good at faking it. You're really, really good at putting the work in, doing what you need to do. A lot of times with people I work with, this shows up in the workplace. They're really good at their job, and they're focused, and they have this really good work ethic, and they love to do what they're told. They're really, really good at doing what they're told, and they're creative, and they're fixers. They're pleasers. So if someone says, hey, can you do this? Yeah, got it, absolutely. And they love to take on these new things because they're challenges. They like challenges. And so they go out, and these challenges, and this ability to do all these things and say yes and really take on and embrace this, all while judging, well, I wouldn't do it like that. Let me do it. It's okay. I got it. Have them come in and get recognized for this, and contribute to accomplishments, successes, and achievements, and these gifts and these accolades and these praise. And then they feel like, "Mm, then you start to feel like even though you're receiving that, these are rewards and these accomplishments, and you're moving up and you're really, really successful, perhaps in your career, you're afraid that they're going to find out that that's not who you really are, that that's not the real you. And if only they find out, then what? Then you feel like everything is going to come crashing down around you. Your whole world is just going to be shattered. And you just really feel like if they really knew who you were, they would find out, and they would discover that you didn't deserve that, that you're not lovable, that you're not worthwhile. And you find that perhaps along the way, along that journey, you've made mistakes. Ooh. But you don't want to admit that you made a mistake, because then you feel like all of that would be taken away from you. You have a really, really tough time owning where you're at, owning up to your mistakes, even saying that you made a mistake, because what are they going to think of me, right? And the whole time you've been sitting there judging them, and you don't want them to do the same thing to you. You don't want them to judge you. And you find that you feel stuck. You find that you are struggling. You need help. But feel like if you admit that you need help, that's a sign of weakness. And you feel like you're unable to identify what it is that you even need help with. You don't even know. You don't know what you need help with. So you don't know what you need. You just feel that something is off, but you're not quite able to pinpoint what's off. But in the stillness, in the silence, you listen to your body, and your body goes, yeah, something's not right. And you're trying to figure out what it is. And then you're trying to fix it, change it, make it better so that you feel better about the situation, about yourself. But then you realize no matter how much you try and fix and change that stuff outside of there, something still feels off in here. And if only I can be in the right situation, have the right job, have the right relationship, have my kids go to this school, drive the right car, then if I get all that, then I'll be happy, then I'll feel safe, then I'll feel content. And perhaps your ability to go out there and fix and change others and take on all those problems and be that fixer, all while judging other people because they're not doing it as good as you do, right? And then you become this person who says, well, if you want anything right, you got to do it yourself. And so you take it all on yourself, and then you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, tired, run down, yet you don't know what to do. How in the world can you stop saying no? If that's been who you are, what are other people going to say? They're going to say you can't handle it anymore, right? If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And you've proven that you can handle the heat, so you don't want to step out of the kitchen and you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go. And so you're looking for others to provide that sense of safety, but you never really feel safe around other people. You don't trust them. And you know, logically, on one hand, if you could trust them and if you could feel safe with them, if you could feel safe to make mistakes, if you could just have this space where it's okay to make mistakes and you could really just trust yourself and have more confidence, have more self esteem, then everything would be better. But you don't know how to get all that. That's where to spend that time. And if you're going, and I'm glad that no one could see me raising my hand because that's me. And you don't want it to be you. You don't want it to be you anymore. Then it's time to do some work. So if that's you, if you've resonated with any of this, connected with any of this, I would love, love, love to talk to you about possibly working together one-on-one, utilizing the power of your own inner mind to take you and guide you within here and get all that stuff out of there so that you can just live this happy, peaceful, calm life. You can live a life where you're free to be you and not walk around judging others and feeling that you're better than others or pretending that you are, even though you feel like you're not. All of that stuff, it can get up, it can get out easily, quickly, and it doesn't take years and years and years of talking about what you think it is that got you there. It's just getting it out of there. That's what hypnosis and rapid transformational therapy does, and that is what I am. I'm a hypnotherapist and rapid transformational therapist, so I would love to talk to you more about going through this process, this transformation, and this experience, getting happiness, peace, contentment, and just ease in your life through all things in your life. So thank you guys, whether you've been in a toxic and unhealthy relationship or not, or whether you've just experienced this in all or other areas of your life, I'd love to talk to you more about possibly working together one-on-one to not be or experience these things anymore, right? Life is short. And imagine you're getting to this point where you're realizing, yeah, life is short and I don't want to be feeling like this anymore. And I don't know what it is that causes me to feel this way, but I'm ready to not. So when you're ready to do the work, then reach out, schedule a call. We'll connect one on one. We'll talk about what it's like to go through that experience. All right, guys, that's enough for today. Much love to all of you, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon.